Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, guys, we're going to be talking a little bit about Barcelona's match last night against Real Madrid. Pau Victor continues to impress and turn eyes, and he's the emerging star from this preseason tour, and as well we're going to be talking about some Barcelona news in regards to Dani Olmo, Vitor Roque, and what is Barcelona going to do with that midfield. But guys, before we get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you guys can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's get straight into the video. All right, guys, let's get straight into the video and let's talk about Pau Victor, because Pau Victor, he continues to impress, guys. Last night, he got a brace. He got Barcelona's 2 goals. And, overall, just looking at the performance from Pau Victor, he has absolutely everything. You saw him, giving good passes. You saw him get into good positions. And funny enough, he actually didn't start as the striker. He started up in a dual partnership with Robert Lewandowski. And in Barcelona's first goal, it was actually a cross from Alex Valle, who is a left back, but Hansi Flick is trying out in that right back position. He put a fantastic cross, and Lewandowski, he had a scuffed finish, and Pau Victor was inside the 6-yard box, able to have an easy tap in. And in the second goal as well, it was another cross from Alex Valle, in which Pau Victor was able to get another simple tap in. And overall, the positioning from Pau Victor in that game was absolutely phenomenal. It's that of a number 9, and Pau Victor, he's having a tremendous explosion onto the scene, something very similar to that of, for example, Fermin Lopez last year. Could he have a place in the team after these performances? And Pau Victor, he even talks about that. Let's look at his words. He says, "If a year ago you told me that I am going to score 2 goals against Courtois in El Clasico in the United States, I would not have believed it. I'm very proud of what I'm doing. I've been dreaming of this moment all my life. I will continue to give everything. I leave my skin in every training sessions." And then he was asked, who is your reference point, and who do you look up to in Barcelona? And he says, "I have a very clear one, which is Messi. But I can't compare myself to him. I always look for other references, and that's Lewandowski. It's very important to learn from him. He is a unique striker." And hopefully, in these next upcoming weeks, next upcoming months, Pau Victor, he is able to learn and mentor under Robert Lewandowski, because Robert Lewandowski is not going to be here forever. And looking at the performances from Pau Victor during preseason, he's really impressive. And due to these performances, right now, Barcelona and especially Hansi Flick, they're leaving the door open for Pau Victor to stay in the first team, and that's really, really big. But what does that mean for Roque? Because Roque, even though he did come on in yesterday's match, he didn't have the exact same performance as that of a Pau Victor. But there were other players, guys, who did have a fantastic performance, and obviously that's your Marc Bernal, who absolutely had a very, very good game. He actually had a 100% passing accuracy in the match against Real Madrid, and that partnership with Marc Casado is something that we are going to be talking to. But also, guys, shout out to Alex Valle, who had a really, really good performance, played as the right back, and he's also having a very, very good preseason. He's impressing Hansi Flick, and in last night's match against Real Madrid, he put in 2 very, very good crosses, which led to Barcelona's goal. But guys, talking about that midfield partnership, Barcelona right now, they're not really looking elsewhere. They're not really looking into the market, because right now Hansi Flick, he's really liking the performances from Marc Casado and Marc Bernal, who are performing well in preseason. And with the departure of Oriol Romeo, that leads the case to strengthen that Barcelona, they are going to be relying on Marc Bernal and Marc Casado. But something that I do want to mention is that should Barcelona be really placing so much focus and emphasis on two youngsters, for example? Just do you really want to have them as your main priority for the entirety of the season in that center mid position? But as well, you have Frankie de Jong, you have Gavi as well, who can also play in that position. Just, it's interesting to see that Hansi Flick, how he's going to work out that whole midfield situation / pivot. But Barcelona no longer prioritizing that midfield position, and they're really happy with the work that both Marc Casado and Marc Bernal are doing. But Hansi Flick, he did come out, after the match, and he did set some work. Even though Barcelona did win 2-1, Hansi Flick, he wasn't particularly, ecstatic, and that's something that's good because after all, it's all preseason. We don't want to basically put too much expectations. And he said, in some situations, we collapse too much during the match and do not put pressure on the rival player who has the ball. This can't happen. This is a problem. We have to focus on this and press during the whole match. And this is a criticism from Hansi Flick towards the team, and you saw that reflected in the goal that Barcelona conceded. Barcelona, they dropped back. Real Madrid put on pressure. They did get a corner, and this is where Real Madrid, they did score. As you see, terrible defending from the team. But things like this can be avoided if Barcelona, they are defending higher up the pitch, and it prevents danger from being closer to the goal. And even though Barcelona did win and we did have a good performance, there is still things to be working on, and not everything is done. And I'm really excited, and I'm really liking the work that Hansi Flick is doing. And yesterday's match against Real Madrid, an El Clasico, you always want to win it. It is something that is inspiring confidence. And guys, talking about Dani Olmo, guys, I just wanted to give you a brief update. Right now, Barcelona is still optimistic of completing the Dani Olmo deal. They're expecting positive news to arrive this week. The deadline right now, and the goal is to complete it before the 8th of August. And so a couple more days before Barcelona finalize that, because, Dani Olmo as well as Nico Williams, they will be returning to their respective clubs after, the vacation from the Euros and everything. And so Barcelona, they do want to finalize both of these deals. And Barcelona, they remain optimistic in both in regards to Dani Olmo and Nico Williams, which is very, very good. And the last piece of news that I did want to talk about, guys, is in regards to Roque, because Vitor Roque, reported by Fabrizio Romano, he has rejected another new approach from Al Hilal in the last 2 days. And Al Hilal, they are insistent on getting Roque, but Roque has said no. He said no to their advances. And Roque, in this preseason, he isn't having, that explosion that we did want. But, there are, still a couple games left. You have the Joan Gamper game, and then as well you have the game against AC Milan. Could Roque do something to say, hey, I have a place on this team, and I will be that backup striker for Barcelona. But guys, definitely let me know your thoughts on everything discussed on today's video. What do you guys make of Pau Victor continuing to impress? Does he have a place in Barcelona's first team as that backup striker? As well, Marc Bernal, Alex Vage, and Marc Casado continue to impress for Barcelona. And what do you guys make of Hansi Flick's interesting quote, saying that, hey, we retreat too much, we need to be pressing for the whole 90 minutes. I like that. And then lastly, the news in regards to Dani Olmo and Roque. But guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.